day 2 of daily learning recap. So yeah, today I watched these 3 linked list videos. Took notes. Yeah, so we had singly linked lists, which a linked list is basically list nodes attached together with pointers. They're not continuously stored in memory like arrays are. That might be another advantage. But the main advantage of linked lists is it's super easy to add or remove, or it's faster to add or remove. Um, List nodes or values to the middle of the list or um, of the linked list, whereas in arrays that'll take O of n time because you have to shift the array around. I guess a disadvantage, it's harder to access an element in an array or in a linked list because you have to kind of follow. Typically you have a head pointer pointing to the first node, you have a tail pointer pointing to the last node, so you have to iterate through that head or tail pointer to find your target value. And something to be said about that insert remove from any arbitrary value. It is considered O of 1, but in practice it's generally closer to O of n because, and especially in singly linked lists, because of that issue where, right, the operation of adding that value or removing that value is O of 1, but finding that value generally can take O of n time. Doubly linked lists, it's a little different. Doubly linked lists are the same as singly linked lists, except they have previous pointers pointing to the last pointer as well as that next pointer. Yeah, another thing, stacks can be implemented with linked list because the delete or add to the last spot is still O of 1. Yeah, it's just not as, I don't think it's as good. It's a little more complex, maybe. Oh, look at these. Where are those? That's Q's. Does he have Q's somewhere here? Oh, interesting. Oh wow, I just noticed that. Ooh, I might do those tomorrow. Nice. Okay, cool. Got some more problems. Yeah, and then the last thing, just learned about queues. The last 2 things, I guess, right? Because we got queues and, or sorry, that's stacks. Yeah. Last thing's queues. Yeah, they're similar to stacks, but they're not last in, first out. They're first in, first out, meaning you add them. Like, let's say you added 1 and then 2 and then 3 to your queue, and then you did remove 3 times. It's called dequeue and enqueue. Enqueue is just the same as push. Dequeue is the same as pop and remove. But if you then dequeued 3 times, you'd get 1 and then 2 and then 3. So yeah, it's first in, first out, not last in, first out. Yeah, that's same thing. You got the advantage of our arrays where you can remove the first element in O of 1 time, not O of n time. Yeah, you can actually implement a queue with an array, but it's more complicated apparently. Yeah, just using pointers. Then I did 49 group anagrams, and then 347 top K frequent elements, and then 35 search insert position. Kind of struggled today with those. I don't know, wasn't super focused today. Kind of hungry. So, yeah, cool. Thanks.